Yes, sir, we promised you a great main event here tonight. Andre, the China WrestleMania!
Hulkamania is running wild.
My God, what a It's not the world is watching!
Well, and we're back. Another week, another TGT. So excited. And this is the episode we've been talking about this for a while. And while, it is January, actually it's February. It's February here in Rhode Island. I'd like to say that it is just savagely frosty out. And that is going to key right in to a night we're going to talk to the Savage Gentleman and Lady Frost. It's time. I don't want to keep them waiting, so away we go. I know. Well, Victor, lady, should I call? Is it okay to say lady?
I suppose Miss Frost is fine.
Okay.
The lovely Miss Frost.
That's
My lady.
That's where lady originally came from. He called me lady all the time.
All right. See, there you go. I love it. So, how are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing well.
Feel good?
Victor, hot off the heels of your big match last night. How you feeling?
I had a match last night.
That's what I heard. I saw a couple of tweets about it. I don't think it was like highly advertised or anything.
No.
It was some jobber named Matt Cardona. Whoever the hell that is.
I heard of him before.
Wasn't it Zach?
Zach? Matt? Yeah.
Who cares?
Who
did he ever beat?
Just some bro schmo.
Oh, there you go. It's already starting. Who booked this shit? So, Phil, take it away, brother.
I don't know what you want to take it to because we're all already here. So our first match tonight is going to be Lance Archer versus Victor Benjamin. You can search it up on YouTube and just type that exactly in, but I'm going to go ahead and throw the banner for the first match up there if you like. While everyone is getting started, I did a little bit of and I found this lovely photo. I don't know if you can expand on this. This where did this come from?
That's a great ad. Well, that was the flyer for the show, was it not?
Yes.
Yes.
That was the match graphic.
Yeah.
That is epic. It's got the whole Mortal Kombat vibe to it, and I absolutely love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pele Pro does a great job with all of their match graphics, and I mean their graphics package in general.
Awesome. Well, you know what? I think we got time here for a Twitter question real quick while we are waiting.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get a Twitter question in here. So, Wildman's_, have you ever tried shaving with peanut butter instead of using shaving cream? He didn't address either one of you, so I'm going to let you both answer.
Thank you for our next Patreon post because we will be trying this. Thank you. Now you're going to have to sign up to watch this.
Yes.
That sounds like a great idea, actually. I mean, it's oil-based, right? So
that sounds like a horrible idea.
No, it'd be great for your skin. He'd be like licking it off from the razor. Yeah, no, maybe it's a bad idea.
That's going to be a peanut butter death match with myself.
Yeah. Notice you're the one that's got to suffer. You're the one that's got to take this. You just
let
need
me
to remember to
introduce
use
you guys.
creamy peanut butter and not chunky peanut butter.
Noted.
Oh, stop it, Brandy. Chunky.
Let me introduce you guys to the self-professed sexiest man on Rhode Island, and also the self-professed biggest fan of Lady Frost, Mr. Anthony Pires. Anthony, here you are, Lady Frost.
Hello, Mrs. Frost. How are you?
Hello, nice to meet you, biggest fan.
She said hi to me. Anyway, Miss Frost, I have, in all seriousness, your stunning good looks aside, I've been a big fan of yours ever since you debuted for NWA Power.
Thank
I
you.
now notice that Mr. Savage Gentleman has also started to get some momentum, some traction in that NWA. I love what you guys bring to the table. I think you guys both have superstars written all over you. So glad I get to talk to you tonight, just because I feel like I'm kind of getting on the ground floor. If I were one of those guys, if you guys were a corporation, I would actually recommend buying stock in Lady Frost and I guess the Savage Gentleman, but all right. But look, it's all about Mrs. Frost.
That's what our Patreon's for. Go in, buy some stock.
Anyway, pleasure to meet you both.
If everyone's got it queued up on YouTube, Lance Archer versus Victor Benjamin, make sure you've got the YouTube muted. And Victor, since this is your match, we're going to let you give us a countdown.
All right. This is my match against the Murder Hawk Monster. 3, 2, 1.
Play.
We're there.
Title Match Network. All right. So I had to. So again, I don't like to typically watch the matches before because I want to react to them while we're. But I did kind of. I watched a little bit at the beginning of this, and it's for the Butterfinger Championship.
It sure is.
No, it's for the Butterfinger World Championship.
Oh, my bad.
World Championship.
World Championship.
Did you see? Wait, I don't know if you're all here that he's making the referee put on the Butterfinger gloves
mittens
before he touches the Butterfinger belt. Do you see this right now?
Yes,
I do.
I do. Yeah.
Look at him.
Because
championship.
Nobody
handled with care.
Nobody lays a finger on my Butterfinger.
I think people should show respect for the championship belts. I completely concur with this. Good job.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic.
I also noticed that
that's son of a bitch.
The peanut. I know.
Yeah.
He's gonna pay for that.
He touched it without the mittens.
Oh, geez.
Sure.
And wait for this. Wait for this. The disrespect.
No. He just wiped his. You're supposed to do the censor beep there. He wiped it.
We don't have a censor on this show.
Oh, yeah. Swear away.
For some context, when does this match take place? When is this happening?
This was, I believe, July.
Was it summertime?
Maybe September.
Listen, so we get kicked in the head a lot. You can't ask questions like this.
No, but this is not too long ago. This is not a. This is a fairly okay.
No, just a few months back.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, look, it's my peanut butter platoon.
Hey, do you think Matt Cardona
Peanut
was
butter
dressed up as one of those
platoon.
guys?
What about Cardona?
Do you think he was dressed up in one of the peanut butter platoon outfits to try to break in?
Maybe.
I don't think he's that smart, calculated.
You know, I see Lance Archer here, and every time I see Lance Archer, there's one thing I think of. He has probably my favorite and most unique entrance of any wrestler today. Just dragging some poor soul out of him and kick the crap out of him and throw him in the ring. It just, if it were me, I'd be like, no, I'm done. I retire. Out.
Oh, good kick. Oh.
Oh no.
He is just having his way with you.
Oh, I'm dancing right now. I just wanted to make sure that all 4 ring posts and the buckles were safe for this ring and for this match.
Okay, my mistake. I apologize.
Thank you. I accept.
I think they're safe. They're secure.
Oh, my God. That shot.
Victor, how much sort of trust and prep goes into something like this with a guy like Archer, who you know is going to bring the pain, bring the heat? How do you guys go over what he's going to do ahead of time, or do you just kind of accept that you're going to take a heck of pounding at times?
Yeah, this was the first time I actually ever met him, and he was not in a particularly good mood that day either.
Oh, Jesus.
And we didn't talk much, so this is kind of what you're seeing is like as I reacted to it for the first time as well.
So you're going on the fly here.
I'll admit, I knew very little about him until AEW. I mean, I knew he was Lance Hoyt and wrestling in Impact. Up until recently, I've been really like digging into Impact lately, like old school, new school. If you see, I've got my Mr. Anderson T-shirt on. He is my all-time favorite Impact wrestler. Until Lady Frost started wrestling, of course, but just had to sneak that in there. But that man is just scary.
Yeah, he's pretty intimidating, that's for sure.
Yeah, the death match he had last week was so intense, and all the credit in the world to that man. Now,
I mean, if you look, he's obviously not that tough.
I mean, now if the death match had been for the peanut butter the Butterfinger World Championship, I mean, I'm guessing it'd been one-sided the whole time, and you'd have just murdered him.
Right, because as I eat peanut butter, I power up, I get stronger.
It's like Popeye and his spinach.
Precisely.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
So then we got it. So now we need to shave with peanut butter prior to every match.
It's a daily regimen of mine.
I was gonna say before the match, it's like breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, before bed, and all of it. It's never ending.
During sleep, I wake up and snack.
Sleepwalk. Do you have a jar under your pillow for emergencies?
On a nightstand.
Yeah.
So is it like straight peanut butter, or are you into like my favorite, which is Reese's?
Oh.
Obviously, I'm a Butterfinger guy. Let's lower these expectations.
Right.
That's actually perfect. That actually brings me right into my next Twitter question, Frank. Thank you for that.
Oh,
So, Scourge Vigo wants to know, what are your thoughts on the new Reese's with potato chips?
So I did try these. Actually, they're awful.
that sounds awful.
Sounds terrible.
The idea
sounds
is
like it would
sound.
work.
I don't know if the execution is what it needs to be.
Or does it feel like it's still crunchy in there, or do they get mushy?
They are crunchy, but they're broken up like peanuts almost. So it's not like you get like one potato chip inside, and they are uber salty.
Oh, see, I would like that. I love salt.
No, my tongue is so salty.
Pretzels, peanuts, they should have stopped there.
I mean, normally the salt, the sweet, the savory, like the combination normally works well together. But not with this one.
I think Lawrence looks a little rock there after that kick to the face. I think he's regretting his life choices right now.
That was spot on, I will say. Oh, to the ribs.
To the ribs.
Savage.
I was trying to let him know that he's not allowed to eat peanut butter whenever I'm in the building.
On the chin. Say hello.
Hi, Ollie.
Hello.
Aww.
Such a beauty. I'm a huge dog guy. I have a old English bulldog. She is my little cuddle buddy every night. I love her so much. So dogs warm my heart.
Now,
Frank, I thought I was your cuddle buddy.
Shush now.
You guys have two dogs. What are the names of what you have?
They are
They're
husky mixes.
Yeah.
They look like huskies, but they're only like a third husky.
Pitbull, Malamute, Basset Hound. I don't know what else is in there, but they're a little of everything. And they are enormous. They were supposed to be Corgskis, so Corgi Husky. We thought we were going to get little stumpy-legged wolf dogs, and they're full-size wolf dogs.
You
got massive corgis instead of little wolves.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I just got I have two dogs. I have a German Shepherd lab mix. His name is Loki. And 2 months ago, we got a Great Dane Mastiff. Dana,
Crazy
what they're
ass.
called. And his name is
Oh
Cooper.
my.
He is 6 months, and he was already the same size as Loki. And he's going to be massive. And he's a big baby.
So
You
I have
heard
to
that
say,
the knee that just happened? That was fantastic.
It was
I was just
wonderful.
gonna say I was just gonna say the execution on that turnbuckle to turnbuckle knee was perfection. It was just spot on. It was awesome.
Seems like Archer's really working really well with you on this one.
Oh yeah, wait for this.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
The gentleman's agreement.
Never mind.
No.
No,
never
didn't
mind.
happen.
That hurt. You were trying to shake his hand mid-match, let him know that, hey, you're doing great. I got much respect for you. Just throw you into the turnbuckle.
Right? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
I'm a gentleman.
Oh boy.
It looks like.
But are you
weird?
the truest gentleman? Of course not.
Oh geez.
I think someone's trying to take a shot at you, Victor.
Yeah, so I'm always a proper gentleman with my wife.
That's true. Oh.
That did not feel good.
No, it didn't. Well, it didn't. It didn't look like it did.
Mm-mm.
Well,
Yeah,
I did my home. Yeah, I did my homework. I know Lady Frost likes gentlemen, so if I present myself as the truest gentleman, you know.
Jesus.
Wow.
Easy now, you're gonna get canceled.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
Yep.
No, I'm just worried about you killing me. That's all.
Right.
That's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. There you go.
You know, I'm always serious now.
So I've got his address here. It's 58
No.
tab. Should I continue, Anthony, or
Yeah, what the hell? I need the fan mail.
fan mail in the form of a foot to your face?
Or death warrant, right? Like.
Just slide that address right into my DMs.
No problem. I'll shoot it over to you. Try to record it too, so we can replay it back on the show. Anthony here, believe it or not, this man is our highest viewed show in history of Top Guy Theater. He has 20,000 views and climbing, and he won't
20,000.
That's quite impressive.
God
He
damn.
has beat out the likes of
Look,
Ethan
can we
Taylor,
stop?
Eric Bischoff,
Not talking straight.
Oh!
And you got booted.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
Oh. God.
Sorry.
Almost had him. I was this close.
You know, I'm still offended that he wouldn't shake your hand.
Right, like, I don't know what his problem was. Like I said, he's in a bad mood already. He thinks he's still the peanut butter champion. I don't know if you saw that on Twitter earlier. He still thinks he's the lead guy.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
It sounds like the Little Mermaid.
Someone's hitting the jackpot, maybe? Or are you playing slot?
Oh, look at
Look at it. Look what's happening.
Peanut butter platoon, save
To
the
the
day.
rescue.
He looks like it almost feels like he's getting bit by a mosquito. That's how.
They weren't very strong. Oh, bye-bye. They all go bye-bye.
Those weren't very
Everybody died.
mature peanuts. We could say
Correct.
that.
Oh, he's gonna just house them. Oh.
Oh God, Jesus.
Wow.
Oh! Oh my
Oh
god!
my gosh.
Sorry.
That poor peanut.
That peanut was
Oh, no.
Steve. His name was Steve.
What is that awful noise?
Oh,
His
no.
name was Steve after that.
It was.
Oh.
Right. I don't even think he could.
He had a
This peanut
family,
is
damn it.
Raphael.
That
Bye-bye.
reverse Razor's Edge looks just awful. Awful.
Yeah.
Well, awful.
Titles don't change hands on disqualification. As far as I'm concerned, you winner and still champion, the Savage Gentleman.
Go on Twitter, let Lance know, because earlier he called me a paper champion. People want us to team together, but if we're going to team, he has to understand that I'm the captain.
You know, I'm crazy enough to do this. You realize that, right?
Do it. People were doing
Yes.
it earlier. We were just having, I guess, a conversation, but I was letting them know that I'm the team captain.
You gotta forgive me. I'm a middle-aged man, so some of this, it's tough for me going from one app to another. But I'm gonna tell them.
You tell him.
From one app to the other. So I just want to ask. So, Miss Frost, you're still in. So with Impact, are you guys in Nashville now?
No, we are headed to New Orleans this weekend.
Okay. And I say that because I am a monster Tennessee Titans fan. So whenever we think Nashville, I always think about my boys in the two-tone blue. So I just had to figure I figured I'd ask that.
I
Okay.
seem to be having technical difficulties here. My screen has disappeared.
Your
Oh,
what?
no.
Off to a wonderful start.
Victor,
So
Victor,
I
how
have
are you?
fun
Oh,
fact.
good.
What?
My fun fact, me or you?
You.
Oh, so we're about to watch this match with Thunder, and at the time, I know she was under strict policy with her current contract that she wasn't allowed to have any matches televised. So this is why we have a fan footage YouTube film right here that we're gonna watch because it wasn't allowed.
Whoa.
Ooh.
So is that you, dude? Hold on a second.
Someone broke it.
Yeah. Wow.
You break it, you buy it.
Yep. That's you. Damn right.
How's that?
No,
Is that
you're a
better?
dude. I don't know what you did.
I'm on here twice.
Yeah, I know you are.
Oh boy.
What
Jesus,
on
Pete with
earth?
this
Good
guy.
lord.
Well, we found our first edit point.
It wasn't me. It wasn't her.
Mm-mm.
Phil.
We'll start that whole section over.
Wow. I don't know what he's doing. Hold on, let me see if I can remove him. I can't even remove him out of here. Phil, breaking shit, dude. Phil, why don't you just get out of it completely and come back real quick? There's 3 of them now.
To everyone watching at home, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
How's this
There's
sound?
3 Phils.
That's better, Phil.
Okay. The other two will probably drop out. I just closed out everything. I apologize. I never have technical difficulties.
All right, so Thunder was not. So she wasn't allowed to have a televised match. Was this? Was she with Power? Was she with NWA, or had she been officially gone
Yeah.
to AEW?
So she was still with NWA at the time. And she wasn't allowed to have any matches that were aired on television whatsoever, or YouTube, or IWTV.
No live
like,
streaming
yeah, no
of
live
any
stream.
sort.
So this is how we got fan footage of this match right now. This is bootlegged.
We've actually
love it.
had the pleasure of having Lady Frost on the show. In fact, she was the first major guest we ever had.
You mean Thunder
And-
Rosa?
Did I say Lady Frost? I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. I meant Thunder Rosa. You're the most major guest we've ever had. Yeah, we've had Thunder Rosa on here, and I don't think I've ever, up until now, mind you, met a more driven woman. She was supposed to watch a match with us, but instead had to be on our show after school while putting together a ring. It's like that woman never stops doing anything ever.
Yeah, she's definitely driven for sure.
We also got to sing karaoke with her a few months ago. That was really interesting.
Yeah.
At Top Guy Weekend. So we're all a bunch of AFS dorks, and we're part of ad-free shows, and
You guys are dorks. Just for the record, you guys are dorks. I
Gentleman over there.
am
he is
cool.
yeah.
I'm cool.
Look, I'm a dork. I got a wall of Funko Pops behind me. I'm a dork. Okay. Let's just be there.
So,
All right,
so
so-
got this match loaded up. We can go ahead and get started. Is
All
everyone
right.
ready?
Let's get started.
All right,
Lady
Miss
Frost
Frost,
gets to
this
do
is
the
your
countdown.
match. Go and give us a countdown.
3, 2, go.
All right.
We had to get into the ring via golf carts, and it was so hot there. I didn't wear the cloak. I didn't think it was appropriate for a baseball field anyway.
So she wore
Yeah.
icicle.
Right.
Because that makes sense.
I don't often wear them, but for this event, I did.
See, because I watched the beginning of this a little bit too, and I just realized that the golf cart I just realized all that. I'm not done.
Yeah, we had to be escorted out on a golf cart. It was interesting.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize Hulk Hogan was ringside.
So this was what, about a year and a half ago?
Oh no, this was summer.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, this was May for Warrior Wrestling.
Nope, not for Warrior. This is USA.
USA Championship.
Oh, well, you can
And
see
this
it right on the
is
window.
Tennessee.
So, I'd be remiss if I didn't pop up the pictures here, Lady Frost. So I was digging through here, and this caught my eye, and I think this is probably going to be the most used picture of you for a long while now, and memes for years. So, what can you tell us about this picture here?
Yes. Oh my. Yeah, that's gonna be a very popular reaction GIF, I feel like. I don't know, I just won my match and then out comes this diva just prancing around the ring. I had no idea what she was doing.
I don't think
She didn't
knew
want to
what
fight.
she was doing.
Yeah, no, she just wanted to pose and strut, and I don't know, I was awfully confused.
I'm still confused by it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. It
I
doesn't
like
make
to
any
wrestle.
sense.
I like to wrestle when I'm in there, not pose. Oh, hello, that was fancy.
You like to do cartwheels? No-handed.
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 Oh,
Do we catch that? Did everyone see that?
yes, I did. My eyes are glued to the screen right now.
Of course they are.
You can look, but you can't touch.
Mhm.
One of my favorite Springsteen songs.
Isn't that somebody's theme song in some other promotion? I think maybe. I don't know.
My wife says the same thing to me, so I'm used to that sort of thing. So.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There, you are driving me nuts, buddy.
I try to.
What is she doing now?
She's just getting into everything. Look at Thunder Rosa trying to fire the crowd up and turn them against you. How dare she?
How
Oh, she
dare.
went to the stands. What the hell?
I think we're a little bit behind, maybe.
Are we behind?
Yeah.
We get a
What's
time
your,
code
what's your,
here? What do you
yeah,
guys
what's
have?
your time code?
Our count is 3 on the dot.
3, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm at-
I just got
I'm at 3 right now.
All right,
You're like 2 seconds ahead of me.
There we go.
That's. Can I get a time code? Is a TGT motto half the time. So
Yeah, she left me. So I left too.
She was clearly scared.
She wanted to fire up the crowd. So did I.
I think she was scared, and she was asking for advice on how to take this match.
Right.
No.
The ref was counting. He didn't even want to let us go fraternize.
Miss Frost, can you you both spent a lot of time in the NWA. Thunder Rosa, former champion. You I would say you kind of came to prominence and gained a little bit more of a national name that way. Can you tell us a little bit more about the process, the procedure, maybe some of your experiences with Billy Corgan's NWA?
I had nothing but great experiences there, honestly. I loved my time there. I love the locker room. I really think it was a great place. I'm glad that it's getting a little bit more recognition right now. They have some really, really talented wrestlers. The roster is pretty stacked, honestly.
Yeah.
You must have been proud to have main evented the Empower show. You were in that 10-woman match.
Yes, absolutely. That was a great part of history that I feel fortunate to be a part of, for sure. Having Mickey James head that up was just incredible. She was someone that was really just magnifying when you watch her, right? Like, you're just drawn to her, and she has such a great energy. So to be under her that first time was just, it was pretty awesome. Yeah.
And I'll give a cheap plug here. Anybody that's got Fight TV, the Empower pay-per-view was fantastic. I would say Empower was probably one of my top 3 pay-per-view shows in all of 2021, to be very honest with you. Not kissing up anything. I thought it was a fantastic show.
Yes, it was a really, really good show. And obviously the main event was great. I think it was a way to highlight all of the women in the scene right now. And I think we've come so far as athletes, and we really got to present that on a bigger stage. So,
I mean, that was one of the best venues in all of wrestling.
I love that venue.
I was this close. I wanted to go around and see it myself. But
go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you go.
Speaking of first-time experiences here, I think I've got another first-time experience for Lady Frost here. What do we got going on here? This baby Frost looking like she's about to be ran over by a truck.
Yeah.
This moment right here was after she slapped Asuka and realized that wasn't a good idea.
And,
Asuka probably had it coming.
and that's where you got the name Frost, isn't it?
Yeah.
After that match?
Yeah, my name was Jamie Frost there. That was the first match I ever had. I wasn't even a wrestler yet. I was a manager. Somehow they just stuck me in the ring. They gave me a live microphone. It trended on Twitter, and off I went.
I think Asuka's kick to the head kind of shook the brain around and just made you think, you know what? I guess I'm a wrestler now because I just got kicked in the freaking head.
Yep, I got a swift lesson into pro wrestling right there with that kick.
That your start, your very first match being on Raw live television. I don't think I can remember too many, especially with a promo right outside before the match. That's not something that happens very often in any promotion.
I think I was the first person ever, other than someone like Ronda Rousey. I was the first person ever to have their very first match in a WWE ring that, didn't come from the Performance Center or anything. It was just like plucked to somewhere, and I'm not sure that anyone really was given a live mic ever, but I don't know all the stats.
How did that come about? How did something like that come about?
Actually, we can thank this guy right here.
My fault.
Yeah, I did not want to fill out any paperwork to go.
Pretty much what happened, WWE was coming to town. I was already booked as an extra. I told her to fill it out. She filled it out. They contacted her. She happened to be the only woman there that was able to wrestle out of all of the extras. And that's the story.
Yeah, right.
She was...
Right place, right time.
That's wrestling right there. Right place, right time.
There you go.
So how long had you trained before that match?
3 months.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
That's
3
incredible.
months, yeah. I was a manager. When I say shoot, I'd never had a match before. And our training was about once a week. So you could say, I didn't even have a dozen training sessions under me yet.
You just got stunned on the floor there.
I did. Yeah. I took a stunner to the grass right there. I don't even know that I've watched this match in its entirety before, after having it live. I hate watching myself normally on television, for the record.
We call that the Swoggle rule. The first time we had Hornswoggle on here, he says he absolutely hates watching anything. We watched the episode of Monday Night Raw where it was discovered he was actually a bastard McMahon. So he was a fan because he was only on it to the very end and had great stories. But since then, he wants to watch old WCW late 2000s Vince Russo era just so we can make fun of it.
Wow.
Everyone has their own taste.
Yep. I was watching Thunder get slammed into the wall and me running her how many yards into the ring. This is entertaining.
See, this is why I don't have any hair, because no one can drag me 20 yards across the baseball field.
I'm right there with you. I don't have any hair because I have 6 children, so I'm not quite the same as you, but I mean, no hair is no hair. Less maintenance.
Any way you can do it, it all works. Oh, here it comes.
Spear.
Beautiful super.
Wow. Oh, they hit the fisherman.
Oh, yeah, I was the practice dummy for that. She can suplex me. She can suplex any woman.
Yeah.
So
he definitely took a lot of heat when I was becoming Lady Frost.
I know that naming all of your moves after ice stuff was a thing. I know it's not really anymore. I know some people remember that. I don't know why, but just saw you do the fisherman, and Kurt Hennig perfected it as a perfect flush.
Yep.
But for some reason, permafrost flush just came to mind. And I'm like, wow, that sounds really cool. But I know you're done with the ice puns for the moves, but just keep that in mind.
All right, I will keep that in mind.
Permafrost.
I have a few. I do a flipping neck breaker that I call the icebreaker. The snowball fight. Yeah, the snowball fight is the flipping cannonball, it snowballs. And then the temperature drop, the moonsault. Those are the 3 only ones right now, and that's still a lot.
Oh, look at that.
I know, this is so painful. So painful.
People aren't supposed to bend like that.
I know, my shoulder sockets, and she just kept going.
I think
Miss
that's
Frost,
me.
how good is she? How good is Thunder Rosa? I love her. I love her to death. She seems to be this great. She seems like one of those women who's like a 10-year overnight sensation. But it
Yeah.
seems like everyone's talking about it. She seems like such a tough ring general. How is she really in the ring?
I think ring general is a great term for her. I think she knows what she wants, what she does, what she's good at, where she wants to go, and she really does lead the matches that way.
We did ask Victor the same question. Did you meet with her and talk about anything beforehand, or did you just kind of go with what was organic and what she wanted to do?
A lot of this was actually organic because of the crowd and the interesting audience. Like all of the stuff on the outside in the beginning of the match, the middle of the match, it was just, we wanted to play and give the fans, a show, what they want to see. I think it was so far away in the middle of the field there. Well, on
Oh my God! How is she not dead after that kick?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That kick's a thing of beauty.
it is.
Oh, here we go.
Snowball fight is
Are
coming.
we setting it up?
I think we are. You guys might be a little behind us.
Snowball fight!
I'm at 12 minutes, 15, 16, 17.
She scouted it. She said nope.
Ring general.
But yeah,
Those
I think
she looks like she's laying him in there.
yeah, she's not light by any means. Oh, yeah.
This is a combat sport still,
Yes.
after all.
Of course, yeah, of course. Oh no, of course.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Classic
I always feel
Thunder.
bad for the women that she has to wrestle on AEW that take that damn drop kick. Oh.
Oh my
You mean
God!
this one?
Ooh.
Oh, this one maybe.
Yeah,
This one, right there.
Ow!
Oh.
that's awful.
Yeah. Suplex and smile and the double underhook.
Oof.
This
I'm
is a
thinking of
this is. I'm gonna swear this is a fucking phenomenal match.
Thank you.
Fucking phenomenal. I'm not just saying that because you're here. I'm sorry I haven't even looked your way because my eyes have been glued to this thing.
That's
No,
okay. Oh, because Frank is not a gentleman.
Get
It's,
the hell out of here.
Oh, I'm mad now. No, it's been fun to watch this one back. Like I said, I haven't, and I remember really enjoying working with her. Like I would love to do again. This is the first and only time that we have ever wrestled.
That needs to change. They've got the the quote unquote forbidden door open, and I noticed that you're also interested in the Serena Deeb open challenge as or, but Serena's somebody we get to talk to recently on ad free shows. But yeah, we would absolutely dig a Lady Frost Serena Deeb match, and maybe you can teach her a few things about being in the ring with a legit.
I know I did throw that out there. Who knows what's allowed, but I wanted to throw my hat in the ring for sure. She is definitely one of the greats. She may be the best women's wrestler right now, at least technically, on any roster.
I have to say, I definitely, when it comes to
Oh my God.
Serena, I was in Boston for an AEW show, and I had the privilege of being ringside for it again when she faced Sheeta, and that was those two have some incredible chemistry.
Oh my God!
That moonsault is a thing of frickin' beauty.
It is. It really is.
Thank you so much.
Serena was spot on too.
I mean, I could be biased, but I'm not. It's the best moonsault ever.
You have to say you're already married to her. You've won.
So, do you guys get to travel together often? Because I know you're not, always in the same place at the same time, or are you separated a lot? Or?
It just depends on the weekend and the bookings. Like last weekend we were together. The weekend before that we were together 2 different times. We were together Friday. Saturday we went our separate ways, and then we re-met up Sunday for Celeb Fest and MCW.
And there it is. 1, 2, 3.
I think I see a foreign object in her head. I'm sure she cheated.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
she did.
maybe.
She had dry ice.
Wow.
But yeah, we used to travel a lot more on the independent scene, but I think we're still traveling a lot, but more so separately as well. Our schedules are filling up, which is good. It's nothing to complain about, but
Of course.
Having two different, we're in the same household, but technically we work for two different
organizations, yeah.
Right.
I think I've got another Twitter question. Wow, listen to this question here. Actually, from the same one as before, Mr. Scourge Vigo would like to know, what is the last thing you regret spending money on?
I regret nothing.
McDonald's.
Oh,
I don't care, but that shit was terrible.
Yeah, gross.
They gave us cold French fries. The burgers, the burgers didn't or did have something on them that they weren't supposed to. It was just terrible. And we don't eat fast food often, but when we do, and we're coming home at 2 a.m, nothing else is open.
Yeah.
I want warm French fries, warm salty French fries. It's not too much to ask for.
No, it's
right.
not.
I think I put a tweet out. Like, the only reason we even get fries is for the salt anyways. Like, they better be salty. Yeah. If they're cold and they don't have salt, it's just a waste.
I can just see another viral McDonald's video going, like the lady that meowed and tried to break the window and said she hasn't seen her old. Have you guys seen that video? This lady that just broke a McDonald's drive-thru window and no? Yes?
No.
Oh, yeah. Look it up. This crazy lady that she throws sauce because she didn't get any chicken nuggets, I believe. She was screaming. She's like, "You haven't even seen my ultimate form," and throwing stuff and
what? She went full savage.
Absolutely.
Yes, she did.
For chicken nuggets. I mean, this video has been around for years, and I will never forget it so long as I live.
See, this is what happens when you mess people's order up through the drive-thru.
Right.
You start getting stuff thrown back at you. It's not my fault. I'm not accountable. McDonald's, do not sue me.
I'll still take people throwing things over being ranted at by Jim Cornette at a drive-thru.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. So I did. I wanted to ask Miss Frost just real quick. Are you familiar with the International Wrestling Cartel, right?
Yeah.
All right. So a friend of ours, I'm not sure if you know her, Meg Nelson. She is like a super fan, and she's the reason why I know who you are, because of IWC, and then I know you had some time. You had a couple of matches on Dark, right, on AEW Dark, and I saw those, and I almost was like, she's gonna be incredible. And then of course Meg was talking you up, and then you wind up in Impact. So I think the sky's the limit for the both of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly, I'd love to see, and I know you're with Impact, but I would love to see you both in AEW one day, just killing it on the national scene. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Before we lead into the next match, it looks like we got a little more time here. So it looks like it's the best time possible to be filled in.
Okay.
So I've been sitting on this topic for a while now because I haven't found the right opportunity to really get into it. And now with the two of you on the show, I feel like it was the absolute perfect time. It's very apropos to discuss intergender wrestling and where it belongs today in modern wrestling. And there's a huge divide still as to whether or not women should fight men. I mean, there's a huge surge of intergender wrestling nowadays, but people like Jim Ross, who's pretty old school, is against it. He says he doesn't mean it in a sexist way. I think he's just grown old school. But you can flip around, you can look on the internet, and you can see some absolute banger matches with men against women. And so the question is whether or not is it time to put intergender matches on a more mainstream platform. I think personally, it has to make sense in a story situation. I don't think we should just start throwing men and women in every match together, because I mean, no one wants to see 100-pound person, 100-pound woman start throwing around a Brock Lesnar guy, and make it look credible. If you put someone like Ronda Rousey against someone more, you can throw her pretty much against any man on any roster, and it will make sense. I think it has to fit a story for it to work, and not just let's have a guy against a girl just so we can say we have a guy against a girl.
I think all great wrestling is storytelling. And the example that you used about a 100-pound girl and a Brock Lesnar, that was Riho against Nyla Rose for the championship in AEW. So if you want to suspend belief, it already happened, at least in my mind. But like I said, all good wrestling should have a story. You should be invested in the babyface wanting revenge on the heel. That's quintessential wrestling storytelling from the 80s and beyond, from when it first was incepted. Do I think it deserves a platform? Yes, absolutely. And do I think it's just going to be, hey, everyone wrestles each other? No, I don't think that's the proper introduction, because you have to spoon feed it slowly to let everyone ease in, right? You're dipping your toes in the water until you can jump off the high dive.
It's a very sensitive subject, but in the world that we live in today, with men, the women, especially the LGBTQ, we're all wrestlers.
Yeah, we're
wrestlers. And sure, do I have a professional mixed martial arts background? Yes. Does that mean a woman couldn't knock me out with a lucky shot? No. And as long as it pertains to the story, everything can make sense. But what you get out of an intergender match, especially an intergender tag team match, is a much more dynamic display of action, because you have primarily, not all the time, but bigger people and little people. So you get a very contrast of styles, much larger than if it's me versus someone my size.
Yeah.
And not to say that it still cannot happen, but our tag team finisher can only be done because of our different sizes and her attributes and my attributes.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of unique storytelling with intergender wrestling, just because you can take it so many different directions. I think you can be more creative. But yeah, I mean, everyone is entitled to their opinion, right? I think everyone can feel whatever way they want to feel. That's the beauty of watching whatever you want,
right.
Enjoying whatever you want.
There are so many different products. Everyone gets to choose. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'm not going to say that it is right or that it is wrong. Mm-hmm. We are for it. Obviously, we're an intergender married tag team. But if you look at Impact, they're doing it right now.
Yeah, they've been doing it.
Yep.
They so much so that they have a title that is now intergender.
Yeah. That's why I think it's a great fit for me, and hopefully both of us. Like, everyone says, I hope you go to AEW. That's the place to be. But I think being happy is really important. And I think, wanting to leave your mark and wanting to be known for something, right? I don't want to be known to just be signed to AEW or WWE, right? Like, I don't want to just be signed. I want to leave something behind. I want people to watch me and to understand what I did and what we fought for and who we want to be as wrestlers. And I think Impact allows that creativity for both of us, especially me. And if we get to be an intergender tag there, I think that's something that we want to leave behind. That's what we're passionate about. This is our art and our, creation. And it's not about a contract to a certain place.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, the doorway to any good match, to any good wrestling program, is story. As a kid, stories what hooked me. As an adult, story is what keeps me. I mean, obviously now I can appreciate what goes into a match, the athleticism. But you're absolutely correct. Storytelling is the doorway that's going to open wide and bring intergender wrestling mainstream. That's my take, and you've been told it.
right, I think we're ready. We're ready to get this match going here.
All right, so yeah, we're pulling up Pretty Proper versus Bear Country. You can actually just type that into YouTube if you'd like, and it will pop up. And it will definitely be the very first match. But I will go ahead and put the banner up here just for you, special people watching at home.
Special.
Or on your phone.
Very special.
There we go.
My dad said I was special.
I think he meant something different, but I'm not sure. I never met
You know
him.
my
Don't
do you know
go
my nickname was? You know my father's nickname was for me? El Stupo.
El Stupo.
Okay then.
While we're getting that loaded up,
Brandy, when you see my parents in April, I want you to remember this.
I will.
while we're getting this loaded up, I do have one more picture I'm going to throw up here. And I actually had to dig pretty deep for this one, and I'm sure, especially you, Lady Frost, you're going to appreciate this one here. Your very first set of ring gear.
Wow.
But I'm gonna throw it out there. We're freaking stacked.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But look at us.
You could be mistaken for Rhea Ripley's older being her sister.
Oh, why do I have to be older? What the hell?
No, I'm sorry. Not older, like old. I mean,
You-
older,
You're canceled now.
No.
Phil, you've lost her forever. You've lost it.
I'm done.
Put him on mute.
Insert foot in mouth.
God. I'm going home. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Bye. See you later.
So, if everyone's got the match pulled up, I think we are ready to go. And you guys can figure out which one of you wants to give us a countdown, and we can get going against Bear Country here.
Good.
All right, well, let's count it down. 3, 2, 1.
We have to press play also. Do we press play?
I press
All right.
play.
All
I
right.
already pressed play.
Professional.
Now, this
big
is my
fan.
personal favorite match that got picked because I am a huge fan of Beyond Wrestling. What was you guys' experience working with Drew and the gang over at Beyond Wrestling?
Oh, we love it at Beyond. They were actually the first place that really gave us a true chance to be a tag team together. So there will always be a special place at Beyond for us.
Look at the swag that's Pretty Proper in there. You guys owned that ring before you even start wrestling.
Do you see the rain on the camera? Because it was literally raining for our match, and it was so slippery in there. I don't think people realize when that canvas gets wet and you have a slick wrestling shoe bottom, it is unsafe.
This is Mesquamaket Beach in Westerly, Rhode Island, right?
Yeah. Okay.
No, this is at Boardwalk, Atlantic City.
Oh, God, I thought this was at Mesquamaket. I know they've done a beach show. I thought that was it.
No, this was, 2 years ago? 2 summers
Yes,
ago.
this is from 2020.
We were the only freaking match that it rained for.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah.
If it started downpouring, would you guys have kept going and just got creative with how you would have worked it?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't just stop a match or
I
a
think
fight.
that would have been a cool visual of you guys wrestling in the rain.
Oh, it's been done before. I'm sure plenty of backyard shows. They don't care. They wrestle in the rain or snow or fire or whatever.
There's actually a very famous match from New Japan Pro Wrestling where Minoru Suzuki and Okada fought outside in the rain.
Oh,
I feel like there's a lot of good fight scenes in movies that happen in the rain.
it adds for an extra element of action and the water flaring up, going all around. It creates a different dynamic, different appeal. It makes things look much more
tantalization. It's tantalating. Tantalization. No,
Sure.
Tantalization. I love it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to steal that.
Go ahead.
Phil, could you give me a time code? Because
I am at 2 minutes, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm a really big video game nerd, and I don't know if you guys play any games or not, but we were talking about fight sequences in the rain, and the first thing I thought of was Devil May Cry 3. You guys ever played the Devil May Cry series?
We have not actually.
It's fantastic. It's over the top ridiculous action. But there's in the intro at the beginning of the game are two brothers fighting with swords, and they're fighting so fast that the raindrops they're actually creating a bubble around themselves. With their swords, where they're literally not being touched by any raindrops because their sword swipes are going so fast. And
That's really cool.
That's pretty
beautiful.
cool. Get them. Oh.
This backdrop of the water
I
is
think we just remember the first disc. Is it a first
This definitely seems like the most idyllic match setting of all three. I kind of like this.
What are they throwing in the ring?
Snowballs.
They're
Who else would Lady Frost with?
He missed. Pow! Nice drop kick.
Right in the face.
Tag.
I can jump. I don't know if it's as high as Dante Martin, but I can jump pretty high.
Why does
Oh.
so I say this all the time, and I always get different answers, but why does Dante Martin always look like somebody kicked his puppy?
Always what?
Oh.
He always looks like somebody kicked his puppy. The look on his face.
Oh.
He just that look on his face is constant. It's like he just walks into the ring and has this kind of downtrodden look on his face, like somebody kicked his dog.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, this is not good. That's my foot.
Oh!
That's my foot.
No.
Pow! Eat the feet.
And then I eat a right hand.
That was good teamwork, babe. That was very nice. What?
That was.
So you both seem to have a lot of tattoos. Do any of them have any particular special meaning for you, or do you just like you got to look cool?
We have quite a few for one another, actually.
Yeah, we have quite a few matching tattoos. It's kind of our thing.
Oh, I actually have one with you, by the way, so I think they fun of.
Oh boy.
Look at it.
Nice. I've been made fun of for having a matching tattoo with my wife. I think it's awesome.
So, I have a lot of work. I have a lot of work to do then, don't I?
Yeah, you gotta catch
A
up.
little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
All right, Frank.
Yeah.
That's it.
I want you to hold my hand through these tattoos, buddy.
We have been
I'll
trying
be
to
right
get-
there for
But
you.
why are you going to mess with perfection? You look just fine, just the way you are.
Forget it. You know what? I'm marrying you.
And see, now my takes are just as bad as Phil's are when he talks about how Mick Foley being WWE champion devalues the belt to crown.
No, I
Is
never
that-
said that either, Bill. I
Real
never
quick,
said
was
that.
that
You are changing the words.
was that the snowball?
That was the snowball
That
fight.
was
I'm
the
glad
snowball.
someone else
It
was
was.
watching. Here
I
you
was
go.
gonna say, oh, eat.
Got the feel.
We got there.
Feel.
Shut up, Peter.
That's called the Savalanche.
The Savalanche. I like that.
Oh,
Okay.
beautiful.
I love that.
Oh, God, that's awesome. That
I can't
referee
believe this was like 2 years ago. That's
Is he like
crazy.
15? That referee looks like he's still in high school.
Yeah, that's what? Kid ref.
Oh yeah, Chris Levin.
If you ever speak to either of your parents, do they ever like ask you how your day was and like, oh, it was great. I threw my wife about 20 feet onto a 300-pound guy.
I think. They have a good understanding of what we do now. They watch avidly. They have Fight TV, IWTV, Access TV, so they get a
Title
good
Match
feel.
Network.
Yeah,
They
title
have
match.
mom and dad have them all.
Yeah.
Were they
That's
supportive?
pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Your parents can watch you on TV. My parents watch me on America's Most Wanted.
Oh my god.
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
special.
You're
Well, at least it wasn't To Catch a Predator. Okay, come on.
Oh my god.
That was last year.
Wait. But you're not wanted anywhere, or else we'd have found that in the time between the last two episodes you've done, Pires. You look absolutely nothing like John Walsh. How the hell were you on America's Most Wanted?
Well, they caught me, but once they saw how lousy I was, how ugly I was, they dropped all the charges. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely can't hide that face.
He's got a point.
There you go. Wow. You walked right into that.
Victor, I fed you that one, okay? I fed you that one.
But like a spoonful of peanut butter.
Oh my
Wow.
god!
Wow. That
Oh,
was.
this,
my.
this
I
is
was
gonna
gonna say
hurt.
that.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Wait, what's this? The save.
Oh,
No.
Uh-oh.
Pretty proper.
Oh!
I guess we're ahead of them.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Al.
Ouch.
Al is correct.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm with
Uh-oh.
you guys. That was just the double slam, right?
Ow!
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with them. You guys are a little behind us. It's all good. This is really good too.
I mean,
It's really weird seeing you underneath of the ring like that. It kind of bugs me for some reason. I have no idea why.
Oh, because no ring aprons or ring
It
skirts.
bugs me as well.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It kind of takes away from the mystique because, like, people in their minds think like there's a whole other world under that ring. Like, there's ladders and chairs and cameras and little leprechaun cords and all kinds of other stuff under there.
Well, what it does do, it exposes how real that damn ring feels.
mhm.
That one doesn't look like it has a lot of game.
If I never see another move done on the apron again, I'll be very happy.
Can we just talk
We
about
just
this?
can't. We just can't hear the
400-pound man
commentary,
on
and they're
my
just saying how it's the hardest part of the ring. I mean, if I never hear that again in my lifetime, it'll be too sad.
Beautiful.
That was one.
That's a top rope proper dropper.
Little proper dropper. Uh-oh, here we go.
Wow.
Savagely
Oh,
after.
shit. That was great. That was beautiful. Wow. The teamwork, you guys are in sync. That is just awesome.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
That's what a married tag team does. Everyone talks about having a marriage to their tag team partner for years. It's never the same as having a real life marriage.
How long have you been married?
3 years.
3 years. So I've been married. I'm coming up on 14 years now. And I'm pretty sure if I started throwing my wife around, I'd be sleeping on the couch.
Oh, I'm sure you're familiar. You follow me on Twitter. I spent plenty of nights on this here couch right here. Look at it. Get out of the way. Look how nice that couch is.
Beautiful.
Does it have a shape indented with like your head and your body just form fitting for you?
Yes, along with a circle for the peanut butter jar.
Oh my
I love it.
Yep.
To be fair, I've been getting thrown around since we first started dating. Like I was just on the shores, getting carried places, tossed onto things. Like I'm just
Listen. This is the one time, and I don't excuse. I don't condone violent. Domestic violence.
Right.
However, she talks back to me. I'm gonna throw her ass on my shoulders, take her upstairs, and hit her with a spinny boy on the bed.
That's a technical term right there.
We're gonna go with Spinny Boy on that one. I'm gonna ask my wife if I can do a Spinny Boy later tonight and see what she says.
Do you want a spinny boy?
How did you guys meet?
At
a fitness convention.
We were sponsored by the same supplement company. We were introduced by a mutual friend, and then
I don't remember.
She doesn't remember. So I'll just tell the whole damn story because let's be honest, it's out there it's on the media.
Yeah.
She thought I was a very hideous looking person.
I mean, no, not hideous.
And she was like, he has a really good personality. So
I really did. I was like, he's really funny.
But who has the last laugh? See this thing? That's forever.
I give it 6 more months. I'm kidding.
Oh my God! You really want him to come to Rhode Island?
There's something about your face. I just want to punch it.
I just emailed you his address.
I mean, Beyond does run in Rhode Island. I would probably not attend that one.
Well, I was at that fitness convention that they were at. I was at the Taco Bell across the street.
That explains the sweater vest you have on.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Oh my God!
I don't need this. I have a wife in the other room that can insult me all day long, pal.
Yeah, but it's a lot more fun when other people get to insult you.
It is. I hate this. I'm a masochist for this type of thing. I love getting busted on. Please keep going. Keep going.
You don't want a full on Savage Gentleman promo. Like I don't think you'll fully recover from that.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I want to hear. Come on.
putting you on the spot right now.
Well,
It's extra cameo money right now.
We're not going to charge you for this. But, however, you should use that money that I don't charge you to get a better toupee. Because when I smack it off your head and I kick your head through the next room, your wife's going to look at you and be like, wow, Savage Gentleman upgraded my husband.
Oh!
Good day. Good day.
Dude, that was savage. That was savage.
So
I didn't even know where that one was going. I was like, wait,
I'm gonna tell you this right now. So my as we're still talking, my YouTube went on to Layla Hirsch and Yuta versus Pretty Proper. So I'm kind of like checking that out now too. So you guys have got my
That's a good
attention.
one too.
Yeah, that was before.
We wrestled a lot of television stars before they went to television at Beyond.
Yeah, between the matches that you just watched with Thunder Rosa, Lance, Yuta and Layla, Anthony Green, that was from Beyond. Those are all, they're all on television.
And Bear Country.
Bear Country on television, yep.
I mean, and I also just wrestled Matt Cardona. I mean, no one really knows who he is, but I guess it's kind of a big deal right now. He's, 10 pounds gold, something.
I don't know.
I still hate him, though. I hate him.
I don't know. He's a spray tan and a smile waiting to get his ass kicked.
He's always
also
very tan.
He's also a fraud because there's only one real world's champion, and he's sitting right here.
Oh, no. He is the Maple Man world champion.
Please don't call me the Maple Man, or I'm going to drive out to St. Louis and I'm going to put you in a headlock.
That's okay.
Oh, a headlock? Oh, that's so tough.
All right. So,
these guys are so mean.
I love them. So this
is what we do.
Simple question.
So,
who was your
I'm
wrestling
sorry,
influence?
I was just going to go off. What did you say?
Who was your wrestling influence, both of you? Which guy or lady?
Hey!
So I'm going to give like a really generic answer because I didn't watch wrestling forever. Like I really got into it because of this guy. So it really was like very real to me when I started watching him because I was managing. So I was ringside. Yeah. And I was just like, oh shit, did that hurt? Like, oh my God, I had no idea, right? Like I was sold. And everything became like I was just
enamored.
Yeah, I was. There was another overwhelmed because I had the fans behind me and my boyfriend at the time in front of me. So
the boyfriend that she didn't think was hot, for the record, and now she's married to. But anyway, continue.
I watched guys like Osprey and Ricochet and Tessa Blanchard when I was early on because those were suggestions to my style, right? Like who I wanted to be as a wrestler. But I really watch everyone. I gain inspiration and garner, moves or moments or sells or things like that from everyone. And I think it's important to be an individual and have your own kind of thing, right? So I never wanted to model my style after anyone. I didn't want anyone to say, hey, that's from so-and-so, or she looks just like this person, or she wrestles the same as anyone else. I didn't want that at all. So
that's pretty much both of us. We both have the people that we took inspiration from, different things throughout the world, our lives that we took inspiration from. But the one thing you can say about either of us is that there is not another one of us that exists. We are truly one of a kind, and that's what we wanted to be.
Yeah.
We wanted to be ourselves. We wanted to be unique. We wanted to be original because a copycat will never stand out. You'll never do it as good as whoever did it before you.
That's true.
Yep.
That's all.
Absolutely.
So I hear generally 4 names thrown around, and I'm not going to throw them out there, but I want to hear your opinion of who the best wrestler is today. So I know who I am. I'm going to keep myself for the moment. But you guys have picks, or are they the same for who you think is the best person wrestling today?
The best alive today.
I don't like these answers because
they're so subjective. It depends on what type of wrestling you like. It depends if you're a technical guy or a character guy.
or if you're getting pushed.
We'll go technical.
What's that?
We'll go technical.
I mean, you have to go with Danielson then.
Yeah, Danielson for sure.
Without a doubt, what he's done with that style over anyone before him or after him or now currently.
Yeah.
You know, people want that to be their style now. But there's never going to be another Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely
Technically, I think you have to go Serena Deeb or maybe even Deonna Purrazzo for the females. But I think, it is subjective. It's what you think embodies professional wrestling. I know people are like, all right, fundamentally, who's the most sound? Or technically, who has the most holds or submissions? But to me, I think what drew me in was the emotional investment that someone could, make me feel or make someone else feel. And I don't think that has a whole lot to do with rest holds or ankle locks. I think that's what's going to keep professional wrestling going for a long time is our ability to sell things, to sell tickets, to market, to get people to invest in characters and storylines.
Whatever product it is, if you make money, you're the best.
Yeah.
Whoever makes the most money is the best.
I'm invested in the two of you. I am totally invested in the two of you.
For my money, I have to have whoever's in the ring has to be able to tell a good story in the ring, start to finish. Because there's obviously stuff leading up there promos, but I want to see callbacks to conversations and promos. But I want to see a story told beginning, middle, end in the ring, whether it's focusing on a body part or focusing on a style or throwbacks to old matches. Most people, I'd say 60% will probably go Daniel Bryan. There's some of the Kenny Omega camp, but for me, I'm still in AJ Styles now. I gotta say that AJ Styles,
you can't go wrong with that.
Is the best wrestler in the world, and it kind of hurts that most people don't have that conversation anymore. Maybe he's quote unquote past his prime, but I seriously disagree with it. I'm not saying I disagree with your opinion.
Him and Seth are up there as well.
Right.
I think we don't really watch a lot of the product, but I think when you watch their older stuff and even, nowadays, I think when you get to a certain point in your career, it's how well do you lead others, right? How well are you handling the new generation coming up?
And that's AJ in NXT right now. They use those guys to bring in and usher in the new generation.
Yeah.
And, it says a lot that, and I know you guys don't watch a lot of the other products, but it says a lot that The Undertaker handpicked AJ Styles to be his last match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's not a coincidence by any stretch or any chance.
I do think, you have some really, really talented wrestlers. I also think chemistry is a real thing, right?
Absolutely.
You don't know who you're going to jive in there well with. And some people you just like more than others. And there's even an instance you really like someone as a person, but wrestling them, you're like, that didn't really feel right. That was a little clunky. Or I really enjoy you as a person, but as a wrestler, I didn't think we put on, a great showing. But
that was always the Stone Cold Undertaker issue.
Maybe. Oh, hello.
Cameo.
I love it. I love the cameo.
So do you guys have a particular, tag team or individual that you have the best chemistry with, in your opinion?
Best tag team.
Bear Country was great. Ava and AG were really easy to work.
The good thing about tag teams is they're a lot easier to work, and I don't want to say a lot more giving, but because there are more parties in the match, it's easier. It's a better time all around than having a singles and it's just two people, and sometimes you don't have the same ideas. But when you have four people throwing around ideas, the wheel gets spinning, and then you have fun. Yeah,
I think it's more fun. We've had a lot of great tag matches. I don't know that we've disliked really many of them.
We just wrestled Christy James and Ren Jones at AAW a couple weeks ago, and that was a lot of fun.
I'll admit, until recently, I haven't seen a lot of intergender stuff, especially tag. And much like Frank, I don't like to watch whatever we have on our show before we have the show. This way I can have natural reactions. But when looking up stuff, I did just happen to watch the Bear Country match, and that sold it for me. That's when I went, you know what? Intergender wrestling, it's live, it's real. They need to get more stories involved to get intergender wrestling on a grander stage, a bigger spot on the map. And I was super impressed with that match with Bear Country. And that match right there told me more than anything that you guys not only on the rise, but a year from now, I'm going to have to be begging your publicist to get you guys on this show.
I'm telling you, buy stock now. Buy stock now.
All right, I was going to say, you guys are still spending pennies on the dollar, so we appreciate it very much. I think it's important for us to kind of connect with people that do appreciate us before anything major happens, right? If it does, if we blow up and get big, it's still nice to know that people cared about us when we were independent or on a small scale, because that means you actually watched, or we did the things like these where you get to talk to us and get to know us a little bit. We played heels for so long on the indies. I was going to say this earlier. It's great because we watched these matches and like he was a heel against Lance. I was heel, or we were both heel against Bear Country. And then I go to Impact and I'm a babyface, and it's like, it's so wild. It's weird. It's different. Like what do I do with my hands? Like, it's a different kind of connection with the audience. I was never cheered, right? I didn't know what that was like. But Impact was the fans were very excited when I debuted. So I was just like, holy shit, they're cheering for me. Like, what's going on?
You worked your ass off to get those cheers, though.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, I try to be, I'm not a jerk on Twitter, right? So I think that helped, because if no one had really ever seen me, if they had interacted with me, they were just like, oh, okay, like, she's nice. Like, I wasn't a heel on Twitter, so.
I'm a jerk on Twitter sometimes, especially if you talk shit about peanut butter.
Yeah, a little bit. But no,
Oh,
the point was.
By the way, Victor, I did tell Lance Archer that he wasn't man enough to take your title on Twitter, so he might be knocking on your door.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh my God.
So I want to ask a weird question, and I know you guys are. So I've legit now. I'm on to the next match. I just put Pretty Proper into YouTube. So now I'm watching Pretty Proper versus Anthony Green and Ava Everett. So yeah. I wanted to ask you, Victor, what's the inspiration for your entrance attire? Because that's pretty badass.
Which one?
Thank you. Was it
It's the hold on. Let me go back to it real quick. It's like a hold on. Where the hell is it? Here, let me go back.
The blue suit of armor.
Yes, that one. When you've got the top hat with like looks like goggles in the front.
Yes.
So fucking badass. I love it.
Thank you. The inspiration was to tie our characters together to some extent. At the time, I was the gentleman Victorian era, which coincides with the theme punk era as well. And the way to tie those two together happened to be a random suit of armor and top hat that I came across on Instagram.
Frozen in time.
It all tied itself together. A frozen top hat is something that I never knew that I needed until that I saw it.
Yeah.
But then we rolled with it, and we just had our most recent T-shirt drop because of that shirt, which inspired the comparison. It was to Victor Freeze and Nora.
Yeah.
From Batman series.
Yes.
Ooh, clever.
Is it funner playing heels than baby faces? I'm told it's always a lot more fun to be a heel.
It's fun to be a heel. It's all like, if I was a good guy, I couldn't say anything about his toupee.
This is my neck. Look at it. Hang on.
So I think you have to.
One of you boys come out here right now. Hold on. One of you guys come here.
It's so much easier. Like if you're gonna talk shit,
Just get out here.
It's easier to be a bad guy and to be vicious. It's easy to get.
Here's proof.
You.
This is my son Jarrett. They think I'm wearing a wig. Pull my hair.
Pull it off his head.
Oh, see? No wig. No wig.
That was the worst throw job of all time.
Oh, don't listen to
That
it.
was. Oh, stop it.
My dead grandmother could
That's
have
some
pulled harder than
industrial
that.
strength head glue.
Look, I was not blessed particularly with great looks. I was not blessed with particularly great intelligence. I have a sense of humor, but the one thing I have going for me is this beautiful mane of hair. Don't say anything bad about my hair.
I promise. Okay, so,
He has going for him right
and then
there.
I will not say anything bad about whatever it is going on top of your head.
Did you notice that he went outside to do that in the dark, so you couldn't see very well what was going on?
I'm a gentleman after all. I won't say anything about the raccoon or skunk on your head.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Frank,
Wow.
as a 20,000 view man, I want them permanently. I want Victor permanently banned. Lady Frost can come on anytime she wants.
Wow.
Wow.
See, you are a savage and a gentleman, right? That's exactly the contrast.
My God, this guy is good. I gotta say, this guy is damn good.
I mean,
my.
everybody
match
gets
is good
reeled
too.
in
You
by
guys are
Lady
fun.
Frost, but you can't overlook the savage gentleman.
Absolutely not.
It's kind of like that's how it happens. I think I don't want to say sex sells, but where they're like, "Oh, hot girl," and then they're like, "Oh, he's all right too. He can kind of wrestle."
Oh.
Whatever works.
That's a question I was thinking about asking, then I'm like, I don't know, but I'm gonna go and ask it because why the hell not? So, Lady Frost, you are definitely a star on the rise, and you've had a lot of interviews lately, and it seems like that you might be overshadowing your husband just a little bit in the wrestling industry. Is there a little tension with that, or you just support each other, or?
Oh, absolutely. There's zero tension. So one of the first things that I actually told her, even before she started wrestling, was she was going to be famous before I was. And she was like, "What? You're so good. I don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, "That's the way this world works, the way this industry works." And I have zero animosity towards because we are a team. Whether it's inside of the ring or outside of the ring, we're a cohesive unit. And if she wins, then I win. If I win, then she wins. If we both win, hell, the dogs win.
Hey,
I think Henry in class over there has a question. He's raising his hand.
Well, I actually didn't have a question so much as I wanted to say something. I wanted to go back a second to what you were talking about before with the intergender wrestling. I think, in my mind's eye, the best form of entertainment is something that can allow one to set aside and suspend their disbelief at what they're seeing in the ring.
Absolutely.
I speak for no one else here but myself when I say that I don't know very much about the independent wrestling scene. I try, but there is so much product and unfortunately so little time in the day
Of
that
course.
you just can't see everything there is to see.
Right.
And I can say, in all honesty, tonight, in the 3 matches that we watched, in setting aside my disbelief, you two may honestly be 2 of the best wrestlers I think I've ever seen.
Well,
I liked
you very
all
much.
3 of the matches that I saw.
Where's the
I don't know which one of you did that, but thank you. You told me not to do any producer stuff today, so I've just been kind of sitting here on my hands waiting for a moment to dive in. I hope, as your careers continue, that you go far. It'd be nice one day. Somewhere in my house, I have a replica of the NWA World Heavyweight title that they use now, but I don't know where I put it, which is why I have this, because this also is a representation of the NWA World Heavyweight title. I hope one day to see this around your waist.
Thank you. As do I.
Yeah.
Obviously not this, because unfortunately WWE owns this. Rat bastards.
That
But
will take a real one. I think championships are important, but like we said, I think leaving behind what we want to leave behind is the most important, and being who we are. And that's heel or face. Like, people know, they're characters. It's not who we are every day. But yeah, no matter what happens, I hope people know us for who we are in real life when we meet them and we do stuff like this, and then they know that we're characters, and wherever that takes us on whatever platform we're telling stories, athletic stories, very athletic stories.
Yes.
But
I mean, I can definitely say that I want to check out more of your stuff now, where the normal format of the show that we do, we take old wrestling and we watch along with other top guys, like Anthony, for example, who's gracious enough to join us tonight as well. But it's
You guys need ratings.
We love you too, jerk. It's very rare that I can say what I'm about to say. I'm leaving this show tonight a little bit more enlightened, I suppose is the right word, than I was before we started. And I'd like to thank both of you for that. Because
it's very rare that Henry is nice to anybody at any time for any reason. This might be a first.
This is the first. Could you imagine if, like, we went to do this watch along and everyone's like, man, they are the drizzling shit.
No.
No way.
What the hell was that?
Much like you guys, we pride ourselves on having a unique formula and hope to keep it that way. And it looks like we're getting pretty close to that time. Do you guys have anything you want to plug coming up, or?
I have a huge match coming up. I am wrestling in my hometown of Pittsburgh for Wrestle Pit against Josh Woods for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship.
Another world championship.
So, in 2 weeks, I will have wrestled 2 world champions.
That's pretty awesome.
Will that be on Fight? Is there a way we can watch that?
Yes. It will be on Fight TV and Title Match Network. So if you have either one of those, it'll be on both. And I'm wrestling Lufisto on that show.
What's the name of the show?
Yeah, so we have a good matchup for both of us there for that one.
Wrestle Pit has stacked the card.
Yeah.
We were on the first one, and we wrestled as a tag team against LSG and the world famous CB, and we tore the house down.
Yeah,
they had Shane Taylor Promotions on the show. This one has Matt Taven.
With Lufisto.
Yeah.
Sold.
Cassius from
Lucha
Underground. Chandler Hopkins, who's on the come up, just like us. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good independent guy to watch. If you don't watch much indie wrestling, Chandler Hopkins has been on AEW Dark a little bit. He's a Texas guy. He's really good. He's a friend of ours. We like nice people and talented wrestlers.
I also punched him in the face.
Real quick, you guys mentioned Fight TV. Have you had the pleasure of meeting or being interviewed by Josh Chernoff?
No, we had not.
Yeah, he's a guest on our show, and I know he just got a big promotion over there at Fight TV, and he's done a lot of work for them. So
how many
him soon, because he's a great guy and a huge Bret Hart fan.
How many views did Chernoff get?
Jesus Christ.
Less than you.
Just stop. Well, let's
if you want to talk about views, you can just go on YouTube, put the numbers in, and tally up all of our views.
There you go.
I'm not competing with you guys, for God's sakes.
You're not competing against them yet. Once this show drops, you will be, and I'll bet that these guys skyrocket higher than you do.
Well, I'm on the show, so I'll take full credit. Trust me, I will. Trust me.
Right, we're sharing the discount at that point.
Listen, the fans are going to want to hear what I have to say about you.
Can we just?
Why are they ever?
Can we just get the excerpt of the promo and use that to advertise the show?
Yes,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He has to maintain the savage
numbers.
Yeah.
We do numbers.
Victor, it was an honor. It was an honor being promoted by you tonight.
Well, thank you, sir. Much obliged.
Well,
and of course, go Pats!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, and then
this
buffoon has to ruin us. This dodo over there drinking his Mountain Dew.
It's Mountain Dew.
Is that what it is? I can't see.
That's little sister from Grey Sail Brewery in Frank's hometown, Westerly, Rhode Island.
Well,
whatever you say.
I think on that note, for Frank, Henry, the truest gentleman, Brandy, and of course, Pretty Proper. Until next time, see you later and good night.
14 WrestleManias.
A leg drop, an elbow smash, a body slam.
Are you ready to fight? Who will survive?
He's got him!
Goodbye. Later. Out. Bye.